family, hotel, peace and blessings. I greet you in the name of God and our ancestors, in whose footsteps I most humbly walk. As Brother Ed and Moja, we're here for a PIFF Connection. This is in the physical realm, it was not planned, but in the spiritual realm, it was all there already. So I'm really excited to be talking to this sister. I had the opportunity to meet her about a year ago, I think. She came into our studio with another individual, and then we linked up. One, because she's a born Jamaican. She's first generation Jamaican, and she's just a really cool sister. And she's an actress, and she has done a few Nollywood films. And so I asked her to come on because she is now nominated for an award, and we need your help in voting for her to make sure she wins. So I want to introduce the global family on PIFF Connection for today's Sunday, the 29th of October. Sister Opal. Hey, Sister Opal, how you doing?
Hi, Ed. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us about what you are working on, what you have worked on. So let's tell the family a little bit of your background so they know who we're talking to.
Okay. Well, everyone, my name is Opal Juarez. I am a first generation Jamaican, Jamaican, as they like to say, regardless, loving every minute of it. I am an actress, and I actually started acting in around 2018. And God works in mysterious ways. It was a friend of mine. She told me come with her to a casting, and I figured, you know what? I have nothing else to do. Why not? And the rest is history. Because when I got there, they gave me a speech. They gave me a role to do, an impromptu role. So I had to play the role of a man and read out a man arguing or having a discussion with his wife or his partner. And the rest was history. And ever since then, I've had more projects come my way. I've done at least 8 movies, 1 web series, and it's been a fun ride. It's a lot of work, but I love what I'm doing. And it's so funny because this is something that I wanted to do, but I was afraid to do it. And God worked it out where I'm doing it at a time where sometimes I think, oh my gosh, I'm so late to enter this game. Should I really be doing this? But it's like God just keeps showing me, no, you're in it at the time I said you should be in it. And now it's like, I love it. I truly do. It's a lot of work, but it is when you are doing what you love and what you know you're supposed to be doing, it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, that's true. Now, you said so much, but you had me laughing to myself when you talk about you felt that you came into it late. And every time I remember so many times I heard the story about Kentucky Fried Chicken and Colonel Sanders, how old he was when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken. Look where it is now. So
Yeah,
when it's your time, it's your time. That's simply what it comes down to. So, well, congratulations. So I asked you to come on so we could talk a little bit about it, because you told me what you were doing. I was like, you know what? We met a while ago, and you were just a really cool sister when I met you. You were really nice, and we kept in touch with each other since we do live. It's kind of interesting. You live down by my good friend Ruby. You live in Maryland, right? So she lives in Maryland. So I saw you only one time we met, 2 years, but we kept in touch with each other social media wise. So let's talk a little bit about what you're working on, because it's very important. Let's talk about this, why we're here today, about this film. And you've been nominated about this film. So talk about the film, and then we'll talk about the nomination.
So the film is called Foster Parents. And basically, I am the best friend of the 2 main characters, the couple. They're a rich couple. They're an African rich couple. And they basically adopt this young girl because you know how it is in African families. It's very important to have your lineage passed down and the pressures of the lineage passage. And they got desperate. So they ended up adopting a young lady, and long story short, it went from a good thing to practically a nightmare and almost destroyed the woman's life or the couple's life. And I am the one trying to help them hold it together. So I got to play. It was so much fun because I got to play like her Niger best friend. So I'm there going, you know, you cannot be allowing these people to do this to you, eh? So it was so much fun because I got to play that. I've always wanted to do a role where I can like put my Niger accent on, and oh my gosh, I enjoyed it. It was so much
Oh,
fun.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I
I
can't wait
totally
to see
enjoyed
this.
it.
This is gonna.
I can't wait for you to see it. I so want your feedback on it because I value your work. I value your thought process. So it's like I'm actually honored to even be here interviewing with you again doing this. This is oh my gosh, like
Well, no,
I'm
thank
so
you.
so
Well, thank you. No, my wife and I, we worked really hard to build a location where we could talk to people and see what they're about and support them. And that's what PIFF Connection and all the other all the other shows that we do. And so I
yeah.
thank you for taking the time to come out here. So let me ask you a question. The movie Foster Parents, is it on Vimeo? Is it where can people see it? Do you know where can it be seen?
I know for sure it's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon.
Um,
Okay.
there's a couple of other platforms that it's on. What is that one called? Is it Google something another? Google Play or Google?
I think it's just Google Play. But I
I
know I have Amazon Prime, so I'm going to talk. I'm writing a note to myself right now. Amazon Prime got
yes,
is foster parents.
yes, and the producer's name is Hawanatu. Um, Forgive me if I mispronounce the last name, but it's Chroma or Krona. But I know the first name is Hawanatu. She's
Okay.
the Sierra Leonean actress, and that was her first movie she produced, and it was a lot of fun. She's a great lady to work with too. I've actually worked with her on a few other films as well.
Okay. Now, where was the location that you shot the film at?
This time the location was in I believe it was PG County. I don't know what part of Maryland it was because I've never really been there before,
Oh, so
but
it was in Maryland.
yeah, this time
Okay.
they did it in Maryland.
Okay. So as a working actress, as a first generation Jamaican, using your African accent,
Oh, it was
what
fun.
tell it what did you get out of the project? Because the reality of it is there's a lot of people out there, a lot of women in your young people in your position, because you had to play a character that you wasn't born in that culture, but you first generation Jamaican. So how did you prepare yourself for the project, and what did you get out of it?
Well, how I prepared was I tend to do a lot of video research and I like to hear how the person's or whichever the country is, I like to hear it, record it in my mind. I pay attention to the pitches, the tones, then I'll break it down and start learning the words itself. And
Mm-hmm.
then I practice it. So what I would do is, for example, I might turn on a YouTube skit or I might watch an African movie and study it, study the mannerisms. And you know what I discovered in the process of it? Especially with the Africans and the West Indians, we have a lot in common. We have a lot of the same mannerisms. We think the same things. We respond the same way. Like what I would do is like, for example, if a Niger mother was answering the child who asked her what she feel was a dumb question. So the Niger mother would say, the child might say, for example, "Mommy, where do you want me to put this?" And the mother might say, "Put it on my head. Put it on my head." Oh,
Well,
so
and
I would laugh and then say, okay, I could hear Jamaican doing the same thing. Yes, put it up, put it on my head since you don't know which part it go. So we would do comparisons like that.
yeah, it's so interesting you said that because one thing, like my wife, she's born in the United States and I'm from the Caribbean, and so when we started dating, the one thing she fell in love with was the chooks. So she had the
Yes,
and she goes to
yes,
the
so we
Caribbean, she
do.
has the troops, and then she has the
Yes,
Jamaican troops, and then she has the African troops, and she's like,
yes,
"We all troops." I said, "Yeah, that's linked. The troops linked us
it
together."
did. That's what initially got me interested in African movies because I have like, I don't like to say I have a lot of best friends, but I have at least two to three people that are my besties, and one is African American, one is half Sierra Leonean, half Gambian, and the other one is Jamaican.
Uh-huh.
So when I first watched an African movie and I heard the, oh my God,
You
and I
lost
fell
it,
in
huh?
love,
You
and I was
lost
like, yes, I see the connection. Yes, pieces
it.
of the puzzle.
that the troops has linked us together. Yeah, because my
Yes,
wife has the troops. We're watching a Nigerian Nollywood movie, and she had to lay through the troops, and she's like, the troops.
yes. See, and everybody calls it different because in Jamaica we say kiss your teeth.
You
I've
kiss.
heard I've heard Trinidadian says choopsin. So
Uh-huh.
it's like, yeah, it was so cool to hear it. I loved it and I cracked up laughing. I said, yup, there it is. That's our connection.
I know that just tells us about the during the enslavement of our ancestors, things that still links us and bond us
Yes,
together. Even like with the food, some of our food, we
yes.
use different spices that we cook them and call them different. But when you look at the food, say, wait a second, you guys call this
Mhm.
that, and we call this, and so we see the culture is still intact on
Yes,
certain levels with us, and that's I think that helps us work with each other
yes.
and have a common link because the food and the troops brings us together.
It's true. It is so true. It was like it was funny, but it was such a pleasant experience when I first heard her. And it was actually the movie was the actors Van Vicker and Nadia Buari was in the movie. And when Nadia was the one who went, I said, "Oh my gosh, there it is."
Yeah,
And
and this.
I got to Stoops in the movie too.
Oh, okay. It just moved to the top of my list for today. Foster Parents. My wife and I will be watching it on Amazon Prime today. We have to watch
Thank
that.
you.
So let's take care about the other side of the business. So now the movie Foster Parents, this is an award show coming. We're going to talk about the award show, but you are nominated. So let's first talk about the nomination. What are you nominated for?
Well, I got nominated for Best Actress in the movie Foster Parent, and they actually nominated me for Organic Transaction, which is another movie I did. But right now, I have received so much votes for the Foster Parent one that they literally just left me a message. I want to say it was last night, telling me that tomorrow, which I think is today, that they would no longer be even promoting the other nominees. It's now moved into the semifinals. So I still see foster parents there and I'm in second place. So that means that I'm officially a semifinalist. Yay!
Yay!
And I'm so thankful to
you know,
God.
if my wife was there, she would shake her tambourine. She's
And I'm hearing it in my mind now that you say it.
that's what she. That's her thing. Yeah. So okay. So you're nominated for the best actress in Foster Parents,
Yes,
and so we're doing this. So we need the global support of our families. So
yes.
what do you need us to do? How do we vote? What's the best way to vote for you in the movie?
The best way to vote for me is to click the link. You can go to the website. It's www.uhollywood.awards.com.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm done, I'll send you the link so you
Yeah,
can
we're gonna
have it.
yeah, I'm gonna put the link at the bottom of this interview so that people can copy and paste it and go there. So
Okay.
once they use the link and they get there, what do they do from there? Just give them step by step so they know what to do.
Okay, so what they'll do is you go to the website,
Okay.
and once you go to www.uhollywoodsfilmsorawards.com, you click the link that says you'll go in it and you'll click a section that says nominees. And then within that section, it'll show a list, a long list, and you'll see pictures of like whatever, I think it's albinism that pops up. But what happens is when you see that list, you're gonna scroll all the way down to where you see it says epic iconic actress in film presentation. And when you click that one, that's when you'll see all the pictures of the now semifinalists there. And you'll see my picture there. It'll have my name, Opal Juarez. It'll have my headshot, and it'll have the name of the movie, Foster Parent, under it. When you click that, you'll scroll all the way down to the bottom where it will say email ID. You put your email in that ID box, and then you click the vote box, which is a big blue box right under it. And when you do, it'll tell you, it'll take a couple of seconds, and then this something will pop up and say your vote has been submitted. And they told us that people can vote once a day, every day, and they extended voting all the way up until November 1st. So I still have a few good days left that I could get some more votes in.
Okay. So that's okay, family. So get your pen and paper ready. If you're in front, if you're using your phone, if you're using your computer, we're gonna go through this again. So Opal, we're gonna go through step by step for people who are listening to us and watching us. So
Okay.
they're gonna follow us. They're gonna follow your words as they do it on their computer. So step one is the link. I'm gonna put the link at the bottom of this interview when we're done. Okay. So once they hit the link, what's the next thing they're gonna see?
They're going to see a list, a long list of titles. And it will actually, what will happen is when I send you the link that I'm going to send you, it will take you directly to my category. So you'll then see the title of my category and the pictures of all of us there. And then when you see that picture, when you see that list and those pictures of all the other actresses, you'll click on the one that says Opal Juarez, foster parent.
Okay, family. So the link we're going to put up is going to take you directly to the category for her, right?
Which is
Okay.
epic iconic actress in film presentation.
Okay, so family, please use the link we're going to put up on this interview. That's going to make it easier for you to get to the category that she's in. So Opal, when they get there, when they use the link, it's going to take them directly there. And what do they do next?
They'll scroll down and look for my face, and it'll say my name under my face, Opal Juarez, film foster parent. So it'll say Opal Juarez, and right under in that same box, foster parents. Click that, and the little circle should fill in, and then you'll know you've clicked it. Once you click it, scroll down to the bottom, put your email in the ID box that says email ID, and then click the vote button right under that email box.
Okay. So we're going to make it simple for you. We're going to put that link that's going to take you to her category, and then you just need to do what she just said. Okay, family, we need you to support. We talk about supporting ours and working with our sisters, working with our family. So here, I'm going to say this. I met her one time about 2 years ago. I think it's probably 2 years now, right?
I think, yeah.
And we haven't seen each other since then, but we have kept in touch with each other. I'm kind of twisting her arm a little bit to be in Kadaga. So if I twist her arm the right way, we're going to see her in Kadaga. Okay, so we're talking to her about that. So she's one of ours. And those who follow me and support what my wife and I, my wife, Dr. Kathleen Walls, what we do, all the stuff, we need you to support her because she is one of our family members now. She's going to be in the Kadaga series, hopefully. And so we need you to support her in this because she's in second place right now. And you have until November 1st, you said?
Yes.
So you have until November 1st to vote for her. So we're doing this interview right now on Sunday afternoon. I'm going to be putting this up within the next couple of hours, so you guys are going to see it. We're going to send it out across our social media platform. We need your support. I'm going to say this right up. People always ask me, Ed, how can we support what you're doing? This is one of the ways you can support us with what we're doing because as she gets bigger, and she's a first generation, she's not a born Jamaican, but she's born here. She's a Jamaican. Right? That's
American.
American. So we need you to support her. All my Jamaican posse who support me and like what I'm doing, we need you. She's one of yours. She's one of you guys. And so
I am through and through.
Through and through. You hear a Jamaican accent come down sometimes, right? So you know she's a real. What part of Jamaica your family from?
My father's from Clarendon and my mother's a Kingstonian. She's an uptown girl.
She's an uptown.
Technically, she was a downtown girl because Maxfield Avenue is really where it all started, and then everybody get big up and move up, and now we're all over.
So I've never been to Jamaica. So those of you who have been to Jamaica, those of you who are Jamaicans, you know what she's talking about, right? So you know she's talking roots. She's talking roots things that right there, stuff from the roots. So you Jamaicans know what she's talking about. So we need you all to support it. I want to send this out to my good friend, the poet down in Brooklyn. Rasta Sagafu. I want to send this out to you, Rasta Sagafu. I need your support in this, okay? Please support her. We're doing this interview to help her get there because as she grows bigger and bigger, she's bringing us with her because I'm telling you, I'm twisting her arm a little bit to get her in Kadaga because I want to get her into Kadaga. So we're going in the third season. We're going to talk to her more about that. So family, please support her. And so let's do this. So in closing, Sister Opal, what do you have to say to the family who's listening?
All I have to say is love you. I appreciate all the support, and gosh, I'm actually like, I'm so grateful for real. Like, God is so good, and I love every one of you. I am so happy to be a part of this family, and we're gonna do this together. We're representing, and I have to represent my West Indian. Oh my gosh, it's icing on the cake. Because even in the award show, they already told me I'm a first gen. What are you representing? I said Jamaica, of course. They said I better. So I'm doing this for all of my region, not just Jamaica, but I'm doing this for my diaspora because I love my family. I love my African cousins. I love all of we. And I'm doing this for my West Indian region and right along with my Latinx neighbors and cousins. We're doing this. And I cannot forget my Americans because I have met some beautiful American people that love me and I love them. So we're doing this together.
Well, no, I like how you said we're doing this together. That's what Umoja is about, unity. But Sister Opal, please send me that link.
I will.
As soon as we finish the interview, I'm going to put everything together. I'm going to send it out. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link for it, and I'll send it out to my people and stuff. Okay?
I will. Thank you so much, Ed. I cannot wait to see you again, and we'll work on some more projects. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for keeping the link, keeping the communication open between us because everything happens for a reason. So let's be positive and keep it moving. Okay, family. So that was it. It was a quick little interview with her. So please support her. Please support her. This is Brother Ed Moja for the PIFF Connection here on Sunday. Today's October 29th, the last Sunday in October. Let's make this happen for Sister Opal. Okay, family. God bless.
What happened?
Lost the pregnancy.
What?
We lost the pregnancy.
Oh no, not again.
There's anything we can do, All I want is a grandchild. And she's not ready. Maybe.
Honey, I thought you asked me to follow you for prayers. So I was thinking we can do adoption or surrogacy.
Babe, what's wrong? Where is your faith?
Since all these years, God, I thank you, so I can finally see my fine daughter. Oh, granddaughter, thank you, God. Wait, let me back. Come, let me back you. Thank you.
Was I adopted?
We are your real parents. How you were born, it's no
Baby,
problem.
it's okay. Jazz? Yes, you were adopted.
Ever since you found out that we're not the real parents. Huh?
She said that my husband raped her. No. You heard me. Get out!
It's the adopted parents raping the adopted child. It's not the adopted child raping the adopted parents. You're lucky. Hey!
Jasmine is not even up to 15. She's 13.
Jasmine! No! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!